Good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Menachem Creditor. It's my honor to serve as scholar in residence and rabbi for UJA Federation of New York. We bring you Torah and music, blessing, and community every weekday. We've been doing so since March 18th, 2020. Today is May 20th, 2024. It's broadcast 1055. It is day 227 since October 7th. Friends, there's so much to talk about, but most of all, it's just good to see you. Boker Tov, Penny, it's good to see you. Hi, Robin. Susie, nice to see you in Toronto. Let's see who else is here. Carl and Linda, good morning, kind soul. Fabrice, Peter, good morning. Rosa and Jonathan, Sunday and Jacqueline, Boker Tov. Shari, good morning. Hi, Natalia. Hi, Dale. Linda, good morning. Rose, Judy, Tsiona, Barry, and Barbara, good morning. Hi, Stacy. Arlene, today is Jerry's birthday. Thank you so much for telling us. Happy birthday, Jerry. I hope you're already on. I'm not sure. Adrian, good morning. New York State of Mind. I'm not sure who you are, but good morning back to you. It's good to have you here. Okay. Sandy, good morning. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Linda. If I missed anyone, please forgive me. My screen is moving pretty quick. Debbie and Amy, Ashley, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Hi, Cecile. Okay. It's good to see everyone. Lydia, you're on your way to a medical appointment with your daughter, but you're on in the cab. So sending you and your cab driver and your daughter a big hug. May be a good day for everyone. Let's take a breath, sing a blessing, learn some Torah. Here we go. So good morning. So good to see you. Look, I'm going to share a little bit of Torah today, and I also wanted to acknowledge something really sweet. Just after we dropped off the kids this morning for school, my wife turned on the radio, and on the radio was was an announcer saying, "We're looking for good stories. There's plenty of bad stories out there. So if you are looking for a good story or you've got one, please call in." And there was this great moment. For those who didn't see, there was an interruption on Instagram. There was an announcer saying, "If you're looking for good news, tune in." And it was this big reminder, I think, to a lot of us that the world is not going to suddenly get simpler. Let's not. Let's not pretend that the world is going to be simple. I think that is certainly a way to set ourselves up for disappointment. But there is importance to sharing positivity. And we are counting the Omer, the period of time between Pesach and Shavuot, two big holidays on the Jewish calendar, biblical holidays, where we would gather as a people at the Temple Mount, at the Beit HaMikdash, the Holy Temple. And the truth is, it had multiple functions. One of them was to bring a sacrifice to God, but actually, the whole purpose was also to circle each other, to be in each other's orbit very tightly. There's something very beautiful about that. Just knowing that when you show up, there will be other people there. In fact, people don't realize that we would circle and circle, and one of the functions was that there was a communal lost and found also on these holidays. So as we count the Omer, and yes, every day is laden with real news, and it's not always good. It's true. It is also important to know that we are counting toward something, something beautiful. Shavuot represents revelation. God loves us so much in the Torah, and hopefully in the world, in life, that God shows up. So these holidays are very much about showing up. This Torah portion that we're on right now, Parshat Behar, is the second to last one in the book of Leviticus, and it begins with these words in Hebrew. Vaydaber Adonai el Moshe Behar Sinai Lemor. God spoke to Moses at Mount Sinai, saying, Daber el bnei Israel, speak to the children of Israel, ve'amarta alehem, say to them, Ki tavou el haaretz, when you get to the land. Asher ani noten lachem, that I give you, V'shavta haaretz Shabbat ladonai. The land should rest, a Shabbat to God. Now, obviously, we have the idea of Shabbat. This Shabbat, any Shabbat, is a chance to restore our souls, similar to the story of creation, where God works so hard, whatever that means, to create the universe that even God needs a Shabbat, vayinafash, and God resouled God's self. It's one of my favorite invented words, to resoul, R-E-S-O-U-L. Well, in this Torah portion, we hear that even the land gets a Shabbat to God. But think about how interesting the verse is. When you arrive at the land that I'm giving you, give the land a break. What might that mean? We march for 2 generations through the desert. Barely freed people march through the desert for 2 generations, being told all the while, there's a promised land, a place where things are better, where you get to self-determine, you get to make your own decisions. When you get there, give the land a break. Well, what might that mean? Obviously, it means, halakhically, in Jewish law, to let the land lie fallow. Functionally, as we know by science and agriculture, that we, on the 7th year, give the land a rest, Shemitah. It's a cycle where we restore the land's capacity to grow, where every 7 years we don't plant in order to harvest. You can eat for your family what you need. You're not supposed to go hungry. But in terms of cultivating the land and really working it, how powerful it is to remember that the land deserves a rest. Right when you arrive, the Torah tells you. Right when we arrive, the Torah tells us, just give the land a rest. And that is a model for us. This whole world deserves a chance just to rest. And we can't really, not right now. Our children and our grandparents demand our attention and our activism, our work. It demands our minds' work, it demands our hearts' work, our bodies' work. We give of our time, we give of our spirit, we give of our body, we give of our means. And this work is demanding and commanding. But the Torah tells us that even after 2 generations of purposeful marching, even the land needs to breathe. So I want to say that, not knowing quite how it spells out for your experience, not really prescribing something for our community, and certainly not trying to impose any interpretation on literally the land of the State of Israel or the people who are citizens of the State of Israel. This is a hard time, but I want to bless all of us, including all of them, with just a moment of restoration. just a moment of it, the blessing of breathing. We are told that after all of our wandering, get a break just for a minute. Not only that, we shouldn't make our weariness the earth's problem. The earth itself deserves a break. Everyone deserves a break. The earth needs to breathe too. I don't know what to do with that right now, but I know it's true. There are moments, just like this last Shabbat, for me, and I see my precious wife is here with us, so I want to say it to her, or about her in front of everybody, that Shabbat together, Shabbat itself, thank God for the experience of Shabbat. Just letting in the rest, the restoration. I bless you to rest. Join with me in blessing the land itself, just wherever you are. If you're on the 30th floor of a building or in a cab on the way to an appointment, as some of us are, if you're sitting at home, walking by the way, just send your consciousness to the earth itself, because the Torah tells us that it deserves care. And I can't help but wonder if by sending our love through the soil, it might even reach those of our family members who are trapped beneath it too. I don't know how to know any of that, but I wish for it to be real. I wish for the love and the care that we show the earth, because the Torah tells us it matters. Maybe that can somehow travel through currents and through space and through time and be present. Be a gentle gift. So, let's take a breath. Really. I'm going to take 3 breaths right now with you. But I ask you to take 1 breath for you, 1 breath for the earth, and 1 breath through the earth to our family members who are desperately in need of that restoration, just a little bit of soul energy. If we could all send it and it could just reach them. And since we're all over the world right now, in Frankfurt, in Paris, in Malta, and in Yonkers, let's all choose our part of the earth and send love straight through it. Maybe a miracle can happen, and those in darkness will feel the light we're sending their way. So 3 breaths, 1 for you, 1 for the earth, and 1 for the hostages. Let's send our hearts to the east. Kolon baleva penima nefesh Yehudi homia ulefatei mizrach kadima ayin letzion Sophia. Od lo avda tikvatenu, hatikva bat shnot alpayim, liot am chofshi be'artzenu, Eretz Zion v'Yerushalayim. Liot am chofshi be'artzenu, Eretz Zion v'Yerushalayim. Bring them home now. Bring them home now. Am Yisrael Chai. See you tomorrow, friends. Take care.